Morning everybody, welcome back to another video. We are just finishing up the second group. The last couple ladies are in the holding area. Once we're done milking them, we will clean the parlor off, and then we're gonna get into the main job for today, which is we're gonna be cleaning out that manure pit at the back of our main freestall barn. That's the barn where the milk herd lives. And since we have sand bedding in all of the freestalls in that barn, the sand typically settles out in the pit and it starts to build up to the point where you lose a ton of the capacity of that pit. So today we're gonna try cleaning that out. We did the same thing last year. We didn't get 100% of the sand. We probably only got 50% of the sand out of that pit. So this year we're gonna try something different, but we're gonna finish milking first, so that's what we're gonna do. Cows are done being milked. We got the parlor cleaned off. We're gonna start messing around with the manure now. We're grabbing the Magnum with the Gia Huel lagoon pump. So this is the pump that we use to fill the liquid manure tank, and that's what we're gonna be using to blast that pit out today. Got her backed up to the pit now. Gonna drop it in. The pit we're cleaning out today is just right there in the barn. All right, we're gonna turn this pump on, make sure she's all good. Just gotta start the PTO here. Right on. Okay, so I guess right now is a pretty good time to explain what our idea is today. We wanna hook a hose to the end of that. So we made a new fitting for the tip of this spout. And we want that hose to go all the way to the pit there where we got the two lids. We're gonna take the lids off of that pit there. And then we got a spout on the end of the hose, and we hope to blast the sand out, use the pump that's already in that pit to pump the liquid back into this pit and kind of circulate it around back and forth a whole bunch, and then hopefully all the sand will be blasted out of that pit. That's what our idea is anyway. We'll see how that goes. So right here are the two lids we're gonna take off. They're kind of lids, the pit goes underneath here. Got the chain, we're gonna try lift that lid off. This lid, our mechanic Brent made the bracket for it yesterday, and these bolts still need to be bolted on from the bottom. So I don't know how we're gonna do that, but we'll start with this lid. Right on, we got the first lid off, and that sand you can see, it's about 2 feet from the top. It's crazy how much that stuff builds up. Now we gotta grab that lid off. We were thinking all of the leftover lumber from when we built that pack barn is still right there. We'll find a wider piece of lumber. Maybe we can walk on that sand build up, go underneath and put the bolts on that next bracket. Probably good for a certain amount of time. Hold the top bolt. Okay. So there we got the bolts fastened. Hopefully we can lift this lid out now. This pit is probably 10 feet deep, and I'm standing on the sand buildup here. So we've never lifted this lid out before. She'll probably be a little bit tight, but should come out. Well, it's both the lids off. Got them parked right beside. Gives us really good access to this entire pit. So now we got to hook the hose up. This is the blue hose we're going to hook to that pump that's in the pit right now. And then should be ready to rock and roll. Using crap to clean up crap. Hey, we'll see how it works out. So we're going to take the tip of that spout off. And we got a new one welded. That'll hook up to that blue hose. So we run it there for probably 5 minutes. Actually, seems to be working pretty good. It's just that drill stem piece is way too heavy. Figured might as well go grab some PCV pipe. We also need a angle here, like a 45 or a 90 degree angle, because we just pinched that pipe way too much and it's not practical at all. You got to be able to aim pretty much straight down. Otherwise, that's just not going to work. But otherwise, I imagine we'll get most of this sand buildup right out of this pit. So we'll grab that PCV pipe with the 45 degree angle and we'll try again tomorrow. Well guys, we're back for day 2 of trying to get all the sand out of this liquid manure pit at the back of our cow barn. We got a plastic hose that's PCV, that's a lot lighter. So we got a black glove on the sensor of this pump, so that's going to continue to pump out to the pit. So right now it's pumping. And then we can blast the sand buildup with this here, and it actually does a really good job of breaking that sand buildup. Right on guys, well we got probably 80% of the sand out of the pit this time. I don't know how much I said we got out last time, but it definitely wasn't this much. This is the cleanest this pit's been since it was new, I guess, so, or a couple weeks after it was new probably. This whole 2/3 on this side of the pit here into the barn, they're pretty much all cleaned down to the concrete floor. Even a little ways past the pump, the pit is pretty much all clean. There's just the one corner back there that we can't really get at. We're gonna put the lids back on now with the New Holland. You can see she's missing a grapple. Dima broke that off one morning when he was feeding, so. So we finished pumping that pit out at the back of the barn. Worked out really good. We probably ended up getting about 85% of that pit out, of the solids out of that pit. So worked out really good. That's definitely the way we're gonna do it next year. Last year we dropped that Dia pump in there. Didn't work so good. We only got like half of the sand out. This year we got 85%. Next year we're gonna try for 100, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, let's check out some liquid manure hauling. Well, it's the time of year again. We're emptying the pit down right before winter. We got minus 18 2 weeks out from now. So that's what the forecast is saying. It's never the most certain that far out the forecast, but you never know. So this is kind of our last chance to pump this down before winter. When we're filling this pit, typically half an inch goes in per day. And this pit is a total of 10 feet deep. So if you do the math, we got a total of 240 days of storage in this pit. So we got to get at least 2 feet off the bottom to make it till next May or something like that. So we got to pump quite a bit out yet, and that's what we're doing today. Brent, our mechanic, he is on the tank right now. We've had a few hiccups. It's freezing pretty good overnight. We're getting down to almost minus 10 at night. And this morning, to try and get this pump turning again, it was already in the pit, and overnight it froze pretty good. We had to poke with a piece of rebar to break some ice out of there. Brought some hot water to try and melt it. We took the pipe loose. A bunch of manure spilt everywhere. A bunch of slush came out of the pipes. It's getting nasty this time of year to try and haul some liquid manure, but we got to get it done, hey? So that's what we're doing. It's already, we've got probably half a foot out already, so it's pretty good. There was only, I think, 4 feet in here, so it shouldn't take too long to pump down. But we're gonna get the drone in the air and check it out. Anyway guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.